Ethan, Lou, The Morning Show, I-95.
At Baker's, an annual Boost membership just got even better. Now you can choose from Disney Plus with ads, Hulu with ads, or ESPN Plus on us when you sign up. Plus, enjoy unlimited free delivery, double fuel points, exclusive offers, and free items. Sign up for a Boost membership today. It's an easier way to save, including new streaming options to relax with while we deliver your groceries. Baker's, fresh for everyone. Restrictions apply. See site for details.
Well, yes, this is the home of rock and roll, I-95. It is the morning show with Ethan, Lou, and Large Dave with you.
Yeah, the Danbury Hat Tricks excited to announce that single game tickets for this season are available. Their next home game is next weekend. So let me look here. Friday, December 13th.
The Battle of 84.
Yeah, it is. And Saturday, December 14th. Two back-to-back games, Friday, Saturday night, against the Newburgh, New York Venom at the Danbury Ice Arena. So that's cool. If you haven't caught a game yet, what are you waiting for? Ultimate night out. Grab a drink, enjoy live music, even try your hand at axe throwing. The last time I was there, oh boy, we were shouting some weird things at these players.
You and Ron?
Yeah, buddy.
You and Ron were swinging them axes, yelling at the players?
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. Get your tickets at DanburyHattricks.com or call 203-794-1704. We'll see you at the rink. Let's go Hat Tricks.
Yeah, buddy.
So a weird thing happened. Well, first of all, we have a special guest this morning, stand-up comedian Rachel Feinstein. Mm-hmm. Not necessarily a household name, but a very funny lady with
very funny
ton of credits. Like, it's just because she's not a household name doesn't mean she hasn't done a ton of things.
Yep.
Inside Amy Schumer, she had multiple appearances on there. Last Comic Standing.
Netflix special.
Netflix special Big Guy, which came out in May. She had a special prior to that called Only Whores Wear Purple on Comedy Central.
Great name.
Hilarious. What else? She's on the show Shrub Oak. What is it called? Shrub Oak? I think it's called Shrub Oak on Amazon, which I almost got into. I almost started to watch that. It looks really good. But anyway, the point is she's on the show this morning. Jen the Zookeeper's on the show this morning, which is
wild.
Which is great because this morning, as I'm prepping the show, every story, and this happens sometimes, is about animals.
Animals?
There's just so many animal stories.
Yeah.
And not just nationally. Locally, we've got 3 animal stories.
Oh, it's the rut, Lou.
Yeah.
It's the rut. That's what it is.
Yo.
It's big animal time.
It's big animal time, like you read about. And in fact, I even texted Jen. I said, look, I know it's last minute, but if you have nothing to do, come sit on the show and do the whole show with us.
Oh, she's coming in?
No.
Oh.
I don't know.
Yeah.
But she has to deal with dogs on Friday mornings.
Yeah. Bring the dogs in. I know you don't necessarily.
Yeah, I don't want a pack of dogs running around.
I'd love it, dude.
Yeah, I know, but it's a huge distraction. We'll be playing with the dogs and sniffing balls. I just want to do the show.
Don't kill my joy, man.
I know. I'm a joy kill. I understand.
Oh, come on, man. Just one dog, dude. No.
All
right.
She cares for multiple dogs on Friday morning. So
even better.
Yeah, I know.
Easily distracted Dave here.
But it's Big Animal Day here on the show. We're excited about it. And speaking of animals, how about the lions?
Oh, my God, dude. Just talking off the air, John DeLeo's got to be waking up in a rosy little wonderland this morning, huh?
If he comes in with his face painted, I would not be surprised.
As I inhale tobacco, the last 3 years, he's had to ride around in that Jeep with the big Lions logo on the back and be ridiculed. This is his year, man.
Oh, my God. Last 3 years, his whole life.
His whole life?
They've been like a dumpster fire. Mm-hmm. It just gives me hope that one day the silver and black will rise. 12 and 1.
One of these days, dudes, we're gonna hear this again.
Yeah.
Wait, I'll give you a tease.
Yeah.
It's been a while. $2025 is the year, buddy.
Wind is a pirate, blustering in from sea. With a rollicking song, he sweeps along, swaggering boisterously. His face is weather-beaten. He wears a hooded sash, with a silver hat about his head, and a bristling black mustache. He growls as he storms the country, a villain big and bold. And the trees all shake and quiver and quake as he robs them of their gold. The autumn wind is a raider, pillaging just for fun. He'll knock you round and upside down and laugh when he's conquered and won.
I get goosebumps every time I hear it.
You deserve that.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
And you better all root against the Raiders, because if they ever do win a Super Bowl, I'm going to be the most obnoxious prick that ever lived.
So insufferable. So insufferable. Play it again.
It will last for an entire year. Dude, I told my son before the Black Friday game, he goes, what do you think's going to happen to Raiders and Chiefs? No, I said the Raiders are going to win.
You thought?
And
you had that hope.
They have played them tough every single time.
Every time.
They have beat them in the past couple of years, here and there, when nobody could.
And it was this close,
And it was
right?
that close. That was an absurd ending.
You must have been out of your mind.
I was sick, so I couldn't really.
It helped you get sicker?
It helped me get sicker, but I couldn't do my normal scream until my lungs burn situation.
Oh,
Brutal.
So frustrating.
And what else is frustrating about it is Aiden O'Connell should have been the quarterback of that team the entire year. He's at least capable, not like that dwarf with the beard, Gardner Minshew III.
You want me to play it again?
No, good. I'm good. All right, I'm going to stop now.
I know you need it.
I'm going to stop.
Okay.
Coming up on the show, we're going to start with the animals. Local stories out of Connecticut. We got a rabid coyote. And then we move over to Fairfield, Connecticut, a wild turkey. Yeah, big animals news. Scandals and animals this morning.
See what the big animal Kelly Quinn is doing this morning on the road. Say, Kelly. What was that?
That was me clearing my throat.
It's a big phlegm, and big phlegm day here at the home of rock and roll I-95. It's the morning show. Ethan Lou and Large Dave with you.
Ooh, yeah.
Hatfield in the house.
Coca-Cola building the Coke Zero Sugar of tomorrow. Could have used one right there before going on the air.
Woo!
Introducing the Coca-Cola Zero Sugar. It's got a new and improved taste, more delicious, more refreshing. You should see Ethan Carey pounding these bitches with his big monkey fingers.
He opened up the back of his Honda the other day and put like 14 cases in there.
Ooh, yeah. He's also been hoarding toilet paper. I don't know.
Has he?
No, paper towel.
He's the one.
Yeah, look over there. Look behind you.
I know.
Behind that unit.
Yep.
We were out of it in the kitchen, and I'm like, you know what? Who I always see with paper towels?
Him.
So I came over to his little cubby over there.
Next to his ass pillow.
3 rolls. I stole one from him.
Goddamn Ethan Carey.
Yeah, we'll get to the ass pillow later. But back to Coca-Cola. It's got a new modern design, appeals to the future generations. Is it the best Coke ever? You decide. New Coke Zero Sugar. Found wherever Coke is sold. New and improved taste, delicious and refreshing. Best ever? Try it first. Pick up Coca-Cola Zero Sugar today.
What's happening in your neighborhood? Find out now. This is Live and Local on the home of rock and roll, I-95.
First, we go to Wallingford, Dave.
Wally World.
Yeah, a coyote that bit a Connecticut construction worker was euthanized and later tested positive for rabies.
Oh.
That's what state officials are saying.
Aye.
The coyote had been hassling workers on forklifts and trucks at United Concrete in Wallingford on Tuesday morning, according to WTNH. The animal managed to bite an employee as he got out of his vehicle at around 6:30 a.m. The injury itself was not life-threatening, but the worker was taken to the hospital for evaluation. Coyote euthanized and submitted rabies testing, blah, blah, blah.
What is the big thing with rabies? Like, you got to get like 130 shots in the stomach or something like that?
Yeah.
Is that the rumor?
I think, that's the legend, may be true. I don't know.
Right? That was the urban legend I always heard. Like, you got to get all these injections in your stomach if you get rabies.
Why can't they just mix all the juices into one shot?
I don't know.
Just get one of them big bitches.
Put it right in my spine.
Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead. I don't care.
Shoot it all over me.
I got rabies from a coyote. What else can you do to me? Oh, God.
And out of Fairfield, Connecticut, last week, just before Thanksgiving, a turkey died in Fairfield, but not how you think.
Oh.
The bird apparently is known and has a nickname. Carl or Arturo was struck and killed. Carl or Arturo?
Carl or Arturo.
Okay.
All right.
Struck and killed on November 26th by a hit-and-run driver in the parking lot of Enzo's Pizza and Deli on Kings Highway Cutoff.
That's a sad place to die.
It really is.
Where'd you die? Enzo's.
Yeah. Last breath taken at Enzo's.
Enzo's.
No, not even Enzo's. The parking lot of Enzo's.
The smell of calzone in my face.
This is according to the owners of nearby Gannam's Garden Center, whatever. So the person who hit him this morning in Enzo's parking lot, this is a quote, at around 8 a.m., we do have the video footage, a post on Facebook read. So they're looking for this sumbitch.
What? The names are Enzo and what? Or no.
Carl or Arturo.
Carl or Arturo.
So the bird had two nicknames.
I guess as the turkey wandered between neighborhoods, he started getting different names.
Yeah, I guess so.
Wow.
In fact, later in the story, they refer to him as Carl/Arturo, had become a fixture in the area and was even fed by the crew at Enzo's, according to the Connecticut Post. His death sparked a debate on Facebook, with some commenters mourning his loss and others saying he was a wild animal and such accidents happen.
Said, goddamn Enzo's. He shouldn't have been feeding them.
Whoever hit him, however, is not looking at the possibility of charges, according to Fairfield Police. But it sounds like, the villagers are restless and they got their pitchforks out.
Coming after the unnamed vehicle.
Yeah, let's see here.
Oh, that's sad.
Blah, blah, blah. Yeah.
Poor turkey.
Carl Arturo.
Right. Was it on Thanksgiving? Yeah, that would be
November 26th. November 26th.
The ultimate death right there. Not only is it Thanksgiving turkey, you're going to die in Enzo's parking lot.
This is my biggest fear, is accidentally killing an animal. Now, I would come too. I would say, hey, I did this.
Yeah.
But the people who are most likely to be upset with this are the people I pretty much hate the most.
Yep.
So I'm going to come back at them.
The animal lovers.
Well, no, the animal psychos. Accidents do happen.
Yeah. You should have ran into the kid on the side of the road instead of that turkey.
That's right.
Right?
You could have swerved and hit that baby.
That poor baby. Oh, God. You can't win, man.
No, you can't.
All right.
So it's going to be a wild show this morning. You can always text us. Use the I-95 Rock
mobile app.
Thank you, buddy.
Yeah, buddy.
Free to download a Google Play or the App Store, or call us at 203-775-9595. We will talk to Jen the Zookeeper later in the show. And coming up in Missed Headlines, we got a naked teacher arrested with weed and sex toys at an elementary school.
Dave Baltrish.
Yeah.
The sweet sounds of Leonard Skinner here on the home of rock and roll, I-95. It's the morning show. Ethan, Lou, and Large David.
Quick answer before I get into my read here. Favorite Skinner song, go.
Tuesday's Gone.
All right. Love it.
Yeah, or Simple Man.
Ballad of Curtis Lowe.
Oh, great song.
Favorite.
Great song.
All right, why juggle multiple contractors when you can rely on one versatile company for all your project needs? That's A&A Tree Service. They do land clearing, tree services, excavation, site work. They handle it all from start to finish. And they love Leonard Skinner.
They do.
If you need pond excavation, forestry recycling, A&A has you covered on any commercial and large project. All you got to do, find out what they can offer. Call them at 860-946-3594 or visit aatreeservice.net. If you're looking to do any work on your property, give these guys a call. See how they can simplify your next major project. That's A&A Tree Service, your comprehensive solution for property improvement.
Big phlegm day here at I-95.
Geez, what is in the air, man?
It's tobacco in my face, what got me.
I walked into this room this morning, started immediately sneezing. The juices are flowing in the throat.
Is the mold finally taking us?
That's it.
Is cordyceps finally getting into my veins?
So we decided today's going to be another Fury Friday.
That's right. Yeah, let's get angry.
And today's topic is grocery stores. So what makes you furious at the grocery store?
Lately, where have I been shopping? I've been shopping a lot at Big Y, Market 32 up in Torrington. We went to Stu Leonard's for the first time in about 3-4 months the other weekend. So those are mine. What made me furious at Stu Leonard's was the inattentive, slow people clogging up the walkways.
Amen, brother.
Right?
Yeah.
Market 32, bad meat section.
Oh, yeah.
That turns me off, man.
That's a huge turnoff.
Yeah.
There's a lot of stores out there with crappy meat.
Mm-hmm. I will never buy ShopRite beef.
Really? Where do you get your beef?
Big Y.
Big Y beef.
I'm a Big Y whore.
Big Y beef whore.
And see, now what about you, buddy?
So, obviously my normal go-to is Slow Walkers, but this one happened just the other day in the Price Right parking lot.
So you've been to Price Right. Where you been shot? Is that your go-to lately?
It's my... it's sort of a default, it's a laziness thing. I know the place sucks, and I continue to go there because it's so close to my house.
It's the convenient place. Yeah.
Anyway, I go into the parking lot the other day, and it is as wide open as I've ever seen the parking lot, or nearly dead.
Yeah.
And I pull up into a parking spot near the front, which is not something I typically do. I park as far away as possible in any given situation because I don't want people parking next to me, dinging doors and things like that.
Yep.
I just pulled in. I just parked. Mind you, the entire parking lot is wide open.
Mm-hmm.
This woman just saw me park, and she parked right next to me.
Hate it.
It's like an empty movie theater, and some ass clown sits down right next to you.
Hate it.
I was and I didn't say anything to her, but I was this close to being like, "Are you serious?"
Did you just like start the car up again and move like another row?
No, I just let it go, which is again not usually in my nature.
Yeah, but leave room.
Please,
Any chance you get, everywhere you go, leave room.
One space over,
Yep.
I would have been fine.
When there's that much available, stay 6 feet to 15 feet away from me.
In honor of Fury Friday, so yesterday I go to produce the promo to let people know about Fury Friday today, and I found an old bit that we did. Two of the greatest rants of all time, I think, are Mel Gibson arguing with his ex-wife and Christian Bale screaming on the set. So years ago, we had chopped it up so it sounded like the two of them were arguing with each other. I want to share that with you.
Please.
Look, G, you have something to say to this?
Stay on this phone and don't hang up on me. I have plenty of energy to drive over there. You understand me? And I will!
Oh, good for you!
So just listen to me.
No!
You make me want to smoke.
Shut the up!
No!
I'm gonna kick your ass.
You won't even try. Get the away from me.
What the are you doing?
You should just smile and me.
Do I want? No! Da-da-da-da like this in the background. What the is it with you?
You make my life so difficult.
You're unbelievable.
What?
What don't you understand? I'm serious.
You have no soul. How about that?
Sake, man, you're amateur.
You.
Seriously, man, you and me, we're done professionally.
And you're dishonest.
Are you professional or not?
No! I need a woman, because I deserve it!
Give me a answer! I'm gonna go. Do you want me to go crash your lights? Do you want me to crash them?
Absolutely, unequivocally.
Think for 1 second.
You need a brain transplant,
Then why are you trashing my scene?
because you hurt me so bad that I will make your life miserable. Now, you have one more chance.
I'm gonna kick your ass.
Get a training order.
You're a nice guy. You're a nice guy, but I don't cut it when you this.
You don't have any friends except me, and you treat me like
I want you off the set. You
don't you dare hang up on me.
stay off the set, man.
You hang up, I'm coming over there.
You got to have the unedited version of that for me, right?
Oh no, I didn't save the original file, but I do have a bunch of different versions of things that we did with that.
So that was, again, Christian Bale on the set of was it Batman that he was on?
I want to say it was a Terminator movie.
Okay, yeah, okay.
But I'm not 100% sure.
And then Mel Gibson arguing with his ex-wife.
Yeah, and that one is the best. In my opinion, it's the greatest phone call that was ever recorded.
Pure fury.
Yeah, and the best part is him hyperventilating.
Because we've all been there. We've all been there where we can't catch our breath. And the next thought is just at your tip.
I want to say that the early, like the 2010, it's like from like 2007 to about 2014, there was a hot run of celebrities losing their minds and people capturing it. The Tom Cruise ran on the set. Like there's so many good ones.
It's gold, Jerry.
And Charlie Sheen's 2-month Tiger Blood run was one of my favorite times to be doing radio.
That was fantastic, wasn't it?
I couldn't get enough of it.
So much fodder every day to play with.
Yeah, and exactly. Every day there was a new thing.
Every
and Ethan
day.
was like, "Are we really?
Talking about Charlie
Are we still talking about this?"
Everyone in the world is, Ethan.
Coming up on the
gonna
show,
do it.
we got a naked teacher arrested with weed and sex toys.
That's all the setup you need right there.
There you go.
Kelly Quinn, you got any weed and sex toys this morning? There's the Eagles on the home of rock and roll, I-95. It is the morning show. Ethan, Lou, and Large Dave with you.
Yeah, when it comes to heating and cooling your home, you got to do that.
You do.
And so you want to deserve the best. You do deserve the best, you sons of bitches.
God damn it.
Air Professional Associates, they're the best. They're your trusted local heating and cooling professionals. They service Westchester, Putnam, and Fairfield counties. And as Carrier Factory authorized dealers, you are turning to experts, bringing you top-of-the-line products and unparalleled service. From the hottest summer days to the coldest winter nights, their expert team ensures your comfort all year long. Learn more at airprofs.com. That's AIRPROFS.com to discover how Air Professional Associates can enhance your home's comfort. Air Professional Associates, because professional is their middle name.
You missed them. We missed them. They are missed headlines with Ethan, Lou, and Large Dave on I-95. Story one.
Don't say where this teacher's from.
We're going to have them guess?
Yeah.
Okay.
It'll take 12 seconds.
Here's the setup. A teacher was found naked in an elementary school with a bunch of weed, a laptop, and some sex toys.
Cool.
His name is Joe Urias.
All right.
And here's the audio of him getting arrested.
Male saw a deputy, quickly got dressed and exited the school. Deputy tried to apprehend him, and at that point, the now clothed, formerly nude male committed battery on that deputy. There was nobody inside the school at the time. As to the vulgarity, I think I just don't even want to get into his mind and think about what he was thinking.
Well, at least he was kind enough to put his pants on before throwing a beating on the officer.
And if you haven't guessed it by now,
yeah,
where is it?
Florida, you say?
It is.
Oh, my God. What a hellhole.
That's a bad day.
Story 2.
Okay. You can go to our Instagram if you need the visual on this one.
Okay,
Follow us
firing it up right now.
at I-95 Rock.
Yep.
A python seen in Thailand's floodwaters could be the largest snake anyone's ever laid eyes on.
Whoa. All right, Instagram.
Recent flooding in Thailand and Malaysia has produced what is truly one of the most stunning clips of a snake we have ever seen. This story from Bro Bible.
Okay.
This footage of a reticulated python swimming in floodwaters in Patani, Thailand, has stunned pretty much anyone who's seen it, because this might be the largest snake we've ever seen. Typically, in clips like this, the perspective is skewed, making the creature look larger than it is.
Oh, my God.
Yeah. That does not appear to be the case in this video, where this massive reticulated python is swimming in the southern Thailand, looks to have the girth of a storm drain.
Yeah. Wow.
A clip of the snake swimming in floodwaters has exploded on social media, being viewed over 10 million times on TikTok and going viral across X and Instagram as well.
This looks like a vent, like rolling through a snake-colored vent. Oh, and this is like on a street somewhere.
Yeah.
Oh, my God. That's a beast.
Terrifying.
Wow. Yeah, I-95 Rock, Instagram.
I'm never going to Thailand.
No. Well,
I know. There's upsides. But I wasn't going to Thailand before anyway, because I don't think I'll make it out. It'll be hangover too.
I could get talked into it.
Well, I could get talked into any good time.
Yeah, it is Friday.
Story 3.
All right, I didn't write this. Watch out, Florida man.
Okay.
Alaska man is cutting in on your action with this one. Two brothers in Wasilla, Alaska, got arrested. Hold on, I have to pull up a drop here.
Okay. So this is another crazy northern story.
Yeah, this is two brothers arguing. I got it now.
Okay.
In Wasilla, Alaska, got arrested Wednesday night after a heated argument involving an alligator and a crocodile.
In Alaska?
Yes,
Okay.
yes, yeah.
Okay.
30-year-old Ricky Lowe and 33-year-old Tyler Lowe got into a shoving match while arguing about an anime cartoon, as adult brothers do.
Oh, God.
But things really escalated when Tyler grabbed Ricky's pet alligator and threw it out in the snow.
Oh, no.
Then Ricky retaliated by grabbing Tyler's pet crocodile and throwing it out in the snow. It was 30 degrees outside at the time. It happened at an apartment. It's not clear if they both lived there or if one of them brought their reptile over for a hang session. Ricky called the cops, scooped up his 2-year-old kid, and drove off. Yes, he had his child with him. It turned out alcohol was a factor.
No.
Tyler was slurring his words when the cops got there, and when they tracked Ricky down, his breath sample was almost twice the legal limit. He had driven several miles with his kid in the car. Cops searched outside for an hour and eventually found the gator behind some rocks, but they never found the alligator.
Oh, no.
Tyler got arrested on 4th-degree assault. Ricky got arrested for drunk driving and child endangerment, and they're both facing animal cruelty charges.
Man, this is Big Animal Friday, isn't it?
Dude, I'm telling you.
Yeah, a lot of animal stories.
And we're not even quarter of the way through the animal stories.
Yeah, beautiful.
But this argument over the alligator and the crocodile had me thinking about some of the most classic arguments in social media history. Have you ever seen the Wizard of Oz argument? It's my favorite one.
About
the kids screaming about the Wizard of Oz witches?
No.
Oh, this is it. Here you go.
Hold on. This is hold on. Her sister was a witch, right? And what was her sister? A princess. The Wicked Witch of the East, bro. I'm gonna stab him. You're gonna look at me and you're gonna tell me that I'm wrong? Am I wrong? My favorite she wore a crown and she came down in a bubble, dog. I'm not fighting with you. Grow up, bro.
You've never seen that? It's one of the most viral clips ever.
Yeah, I've never seen that one.
Google it. It's funny because the visual of the kid is going in with the head motions and everything. And there's really no context. It just starts in the middle of the argument, so you don't know exactly what they're arguing about. But I love when people get hyped up about stuff like that.
And so angry. Well, it is Fury Friday.
It's Fury Friday.
Yeah, it is.
Coming up on the show in Fury Friday, let's see. We got another animal story.
Mm-hmm.
This is a person, we're going to Brewster, who apparently was intentionally trying to injure some dogs.
Good old Brian Adams here on the home of rock and roll, I-95. It is the morning show. Ethan, Lou, and Large Dave with you.
And it's been a Fury Friday, and today's topic is grocery stores, which is interesting because we're about to talk about Ace Endico Marketplace right here. Now, this is more than a grocery store. This is a small city in Brewster, New York, that provides the best service and ultimate quality in meat, fish, fruits, vegetables. If you've never been there, you need to go. Ace Endico Marketplace, open and expanding in 2024, conveniently located on International Boulevard in Brewster, New York. Ace open to the public. You don't need a membership. You can shop like a chef. As I said, meats, fish, high quality, fruits, vegetables, imported products, and a whole lot more. And owners, place your order ahead of time, and Ace Endico is going to have it ready when you arrive. Shop Monday through Sunday. Check them out online, aceendico.com, or call 845-230-8811. You won't encounter any of the problems that we're talking about this morning when you go to Ace, but we do want to know what annoys you about the grocery store. Pam from Bethel says being only just under 5 feet tall. We got a dwarf on our hands here.
Oh, shorty, Pam.
That's cute. Well, I like that on ladies.
Yeah.
My issue with all grocery stores is the height of the top shelf. If something I want is not right at the front in the top shelf, I have to climb or find something long enough to push or pull the item off. Wait for a tall person to come along.
I'm really friendly in grocery stores. I always help the short get the top shelf stuff.
Me too. In fact, an old lady summoned me the other day, and I helped her out, and she was laughing. She's like,
"You want that flour, ma'am? I got it for you. Here, let me reach over your face.
I'm a man.
Let me get up there for you. Oh, you want that Crisco? I got it for you."
And P. Diddle Me Timbers from Brookfield says people who write checks. Who in the hell still writes checks, he said.
I've been known to write a check once in a while.
At the grocery store?
Not at the grocery store. I still go old school once in a while.
I'm surprised. Are there grocery stores that still accept checks? How does that work?
They still do. Most of the things have the registers where they just pre-print the check. You just give them the blank check, and they roll it through the register.
Really?
Yeah, I've seen that happen a lot.
Huh. How about that? I've had this new phenomenon where people are standing too close to me.
Oh, yeah.
Like hanging over my shoulder, and I just don't understand it.
I don't want to feel anyone breathe on me ever again.
I know.
I really don't.
It's weird.
Yeah.
A lot of close standers out there.
And you know what bothers me more as I'm getting older? The scents. That's what gets
me. Of
me.
Humans?
Yeah, well, just the guys who wear like a ridiculous amount of cologne or Axe body spray, and the ladies who smell like a floral shop
in
a grocery store. That's what gets me.
It's happening, bro.
Yep.
I'm surprised nobody's mentioned the price of things at the grocery store because it's out of control.
Unbelievable.
Shoot us a text to the I-95 Rock mobile app on Fury Friday. What makes you furious at the grocery store? Or you can call us at 203-775-9595. And coming up on the show, we got more animal news. Scandals and animals. That's the show this morning. We'll go to Brewster, New York. Someone tried to harm animals.
Kelly Quinn is not harming animals this morning. She's watching the roads. What's up, Kelly? Tom Petty on the home of rock and roll, I-95. It's the morning show, Ethan, Lou, and Large David.
Yeah, if you're thinking of adding stone to your home or updating your kitchen cabinets, there's one name, G&R Fabrication. They're here to help. They're the best. Gino is the absolute best. I don't know how many different ways we can tell you this.
He's the best.
Premier granite suppliers right here in Danbury, so you don't have to search far and wide. And we've been to his facilities many times. If you go to the Mill Plain Road facility, there's over 1,000 slabs of marble and granite.
More slabs than you could even dream of.
He took us in the back, and you walk around, and it's just amazing what they have available.
Chiseling that marble away.
Oh, yeah. He's got people back there working the wet saw.
Yeah.
I like that, and it's all shiny.
Right.
That's so cool.
I want little pieces of like granite. Like I take them when I leave there, and like I sleep on the granite.
What a weirdo! I love it.
Chew on granite.
Chew granite. There you go. And a lot of people start if they're going to redecorate their kitchen. That's where they start. They start with the slab. Pick that out first, and then you sort of decorate around that. They got over 30 years of experience, going to help bring your dream project to life. Installation done in as little 3 business days. 2 showrooms, one at 128 Federal Road in Danbury, right across the street from Stu Leonard's. The other at 87 Mill Plain Road, where they have over 1,000 slabs, as I mentioned, in stock. G&R Fabrication, online, gnrfabrication.com, 203-313-0764. gnrfabrication.com.
Greater Danbury, listen up. What's happening in your neighborhood? Ethan, Lou, and Large Dave have the exciting news from around the block. This is Live and Local on I-95.
Well, this comes to us from the Patch. Law enforcement officials are probing what is being described as the intentional throwing of sharp metal thumbtacks in an area frequented by at least one dog walker.
That tracks for Brewster. Scumbag activity. Sure.
Yeah. The Putnam County SPCA Law Enforcement Division said it's seeking info regarding the throwing of metal thumbtacks in the grassy area of Twin Brook Manor in the town of Southeast.
Yeah.
A resident who normally walks their dogs in the rear of the 200 block of houses noticed dozens of tacks on Tuesday. The dog walker collected at least 7 dozen and notified the SPCA. An investigation in the area resulted finding an additional 43 tacks, bringing the total number to 100. Anyone who willingly throws anything that would wound, disable, or injure any animal is guilty of a crime in New York State, said the agency, and asked anyone with info regarding this to contact them.
I said this before, and I'll say it again.
Yeah.
It's such a weird place. So I grew up in Brewster / Putt Lake, back and forth between the two.
Mm-hmm.
And, Putt Lake has this, reputation. It was always a joke. If you were from the lake, because we all went to the same school.
Okay.
We all went to Brewster schools.
Yeah.
So if you lived in the lake, it was like a dirty Laker. You're dirty.
Yeah.
And they call it Lakers, and that was the sort of the...
It's the lake lifestyle.
The reputation kind of thing.
Yeah, the scumbags down there. Yeah.
But the truth of the matter is, in Brewster, which is a beautiful place, really expensive homes at this point. Years ago, it wasn't always like that. But it was always beautiful. It's a really pretty place with mostly good people.
Mm-hmm.
Now, my thing is, when they say functional alcoholics, right? These people get around life, but they have a problem.
Yeah.
But they manage. That is what I think of when I think of the men in Brewster. They're functional psychopaths.
Yeah.
And this is not a woman who did this.
Just a step away from being unhinged.
Yeah, and there's tons of them in Brewster. And I can't figure out why. There has to be a scientific reason. Is it, is there something in the soil or the water or the air or something?
It's that Manhattan influence floating up the Hudson.
Yeah, are they high? Are they burying plutonium under the town? I don't understand it. Yeah. There's functional psychopaths everywhere in Brewster.
And now, what about Southeast itself?
So that's a whole other discussion. So Southeast is Brewster.
Okay.
So if you live in Southeast, it's the town of Southeast. But when you fill out, if you were to write if you were to send somebody mail, you would actually write Brewster, New York, 10509.
Right.
So it's a whole thing.
It's like Oakville, Watertown, like that kind of thing, a suburb, like saying Bunker Hill in Waterbury or the Brooklyn part of Waterbury. Southeast is a part of Brewster. Neighborhood.
Everybody calls it Brewster. No one calls it the town of Southeast unless you work for the town of Southeast offices.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
I got it.
That kind of thing. And it's like Mayapac's like Hamlet of Carmel. I thought it was the other way around.
Yeah.
You know?
And is it Mahopac or Mayapac?
We always called it Mayapac, and they were right next door. Yeah. So anybody who calls it Mahopac is
These
the worst.
These are the questions that Connecticut residents have over our border towns. And I'm glad we have an expert in you here to answer these things.
Expert is stretching it a lot, but, it's just... it baffles me.
You've been around them.
The last time I brought this up, my mom got mad at me.
Really?
She's like, would you just stop with the psychopaths from Brewster? I'm
Trashing
like, why?
Brewster?
Why? Why would I stop?
But it's true, Ma.
Right.
It's true.
Yeah, if you can't dog your own environment, it's not even dogging. I feel like I'm observing. I'm an observer.
You are an observationalist.
Yeah.
And what you see is functional alcoholics.
Functional psychopaths.
Well, yeah.
And some alcoholics.
And alcoholics.
Dude, the last time we talked about this, I did a poll question on our Instagram, and I said, are there any mentally healthy men in Brewster? I say no. Every piece of mail I got,
85% agreed.
I think the poll was like 90% of people said I was right.
Yeah.
So I said it. I think I sent it to her. I was like, "Look, this was the results. I'm not wrong.
Read the data, Ma."
Yeah, Ma. We should get her on the show this morning. Argue with her about
it. It's very Friday. Might as well.
No question about that.
You got some issues with your mom you want to work out? Let's get into it. Let's get her on the horn.
Well, we're out of time, so I'm not going to do this second story, but I do want to let people know that it is Fury Friday, and today's topic is grocery stores. So what makes you furious about grocery stores? We have some mail already. We're going to read those in just a few minutes, but add your voice to it. Shoot us a text to the I-95 Rock Mobile.
It's the home of rock and roll, I-95. It's the morning show. Ethan, Lou, and Large David.
Everyone knows about Bazade Appliance.
They do.
That's where we go for quality GE appliances for home and business. They just wrapped up their Black Friday sale, but there's always savings to be had at Bazade. Head down, see their new designer appliance showroom featuring the cafe at their Brookfield location. And make sure to check out the huge selection in the downstairs level. All of their stores are stocked and ready to go for delivery. They're open 7 days a week, 227 Federal Road in Brookfield. The Danbury store, Monday through Saturday, and you shop online, BazadeAppliance.com. If you don't shop there, you're in danger. Dave and I are going to come to your house with tube socks filled with ball bearings and jack you in your teeth piece.
I love my dishwasher from that joint.
Oh, man.
It's so great, so quiet.
I've never had we got the washer dryer. Mm-hmm. I've never had one that works so consistently and is so quiet. And it's perfect.
New appliances, man. There's something about that. Like, I can't stop doing laundry and cleaning, right? You get into those modes.
Yeah.
Whenever I have a new machine like that, a new toy, it makes it feel so good.
And knowing you don't have to worry that it's going to break down.
Mm-hmm.
You know, every time when you have one of those ones that's like older and crappy, you're like, any day now.
Yeah, I want them to break so I can get a new one.
That's right. Yeah. Today, it's Fury Friday, and the subject is grocery stores. What makes you furious at the grocery store? Dr. Evil from New Milford. 2 things that really bother me at the grocery store. 1, when they run out of sale items because they didn't get enough inventory. And 2, when the deli counter is very crowded and not using the numbering system, there's always that a-hole that jumps in front of everybody and spits out their order before the next person in line can get waited on.
I rarely go to the deli counter anymore because I hate it.
Yeah.
I go to the prepackaged deli meat aisle now.
Yeah, right. I'm with you.
That's where I go.
And I know that that's worse.
Mm-hmm.
Worse
the
selection.
Slimier meat.
Correct. But I just can't deal with humans.
I can't deal with the people in line, man.
Captain Spaulding from Carmel. Good morning from Delaware. Okay. When someone gets too close to you, you can say, because earlier I said people at the grocery store, for whatever reason, are standing so close to me.
Hugging up on you, yeah.
If you get any closer, you can crawl up my ass and see what I had for lunch. Now, that's fury.
Oy.
Jaybird I have an airing of grievances here. I used to work in delis and meat departments and fish departments. So
Poor bastard, Jaybird. That's a tough job, man.
I used to do that. I was in the meat cutters. Yeah, I was in the meat cutters union at A&P, and I worked at my uncle's grocery store at Co-Backers.
I didn't know you could take down a tenderloin.
Oh, I'll knock it right down.
Oh.
Anyway, Jaybird says, so I have a million things to say about customers.
Okay.
Sometimes people will grab product and leave it in the frozen section, which ruins it. Okay.
Oh, yeah, it's stupid.
Little old ladies will let you slice cold cuts incredibly thin and then complain it's not thin enough when you're practically shaving it. I could just see that.
True.
I could see the visual. I've had that happen. And they'll hold it up to the light.
Yep. I can't see the light through it. Not thin enough.
Some will take trays they'll leave out and shovel them. I don't know what that means.
Yeah.
Shovel them into their mouths. Okay.
Oh, God.
And one time I had a woman high out of her mind order an entire salmon when I was closing. That's just rude.
Give me a salmon.
JD from Danbury kind of echoes what Dr. Evil had to say. Looking for specific product, but there's no alternative.
Yeah, it's awful. $6.99 for a bag of Cheetos. Yeah, that's infuriating.
Cornwall Mom, grocery fury, prices. When was the last time you bought a name brand or organic? Clip coupons for a sale, and then you get there and they don't have it.
True.
How about when people stop side by side with their shopping carts and block the aisle for 5 minutes?
I can't stand that.
I know.
I'll barrel right through.
And Soft Richie from Oxford, the thing that pisses me off about grocery stores is that at Trader Joe's, no one knows how to park without hitting your door. And people walk through the aisles like they own the joint, walking in the middle without a care in the world.
Trader Joe's parking lots are the bane of existence.
They're the worst.
Every one of them, man. Every one of them.
That Danbury lot. There's this couple. They had their daughter the same day we had Vita. And I know them through Erica. Erica knew them from years ago.
Yeah.
So that's how I know this guy and his wife. And one day, I'm in the middle of the street in the Trader Joe's parking lot screaming at this guy because he cut me off like it was a raceway. And the guy that I know, no. The guy that I know pulls up and goes, Lou, relax.
It's Trader Joe's, man.
That's the only thing that brought me back down to earth. Like
someone you knew said, dude, let it go.
Don't kill this guy. It's just Trader Joe's.
Licktho Crevice says the smell of seafood. That's a rough one when you go through if you're not a seafood lover and you go through the store and it's stank heaven.
Yeah.
That's tough sometimes, man.
Yeah. There's a lot of people out there that just hate that smell.
Don't like the seafood, man. I understand it.
Keep them coming. Fury Friday. What do you dislike about the grocery store? Or what makes you furious? Coming up in missed headlines. Marissa Tomei went viral. That's fun.
Marissa Tomei.
Oh, my God. We got drug addict dolphins in Florida. And a TikToker pissed off a bunch of people. She's got a sugar daddy, and she did something that people were just way, way turned off by.
We'll get into that as soon as we check in with our sugar daddy, Kelly Quinn here. What's up, Kelly? The home of rock and roll, I-95. It is the morning show. Ethan, Lou, and Large Dave in.
Yeah, Family and Children's Aid, Dave, a leading behavioral health center offering high-quality, innovative mental health care for all ages. They have locations in Danbury, Waterbury, and New Milford, and they're dedicated to improving lives through compassionate and personalized care. FCA helps individuals overcome a broad range of emotional and behavioral challenges. Maybe I should go. Take the first step by calling 1-888-YOU-BELONG. Schedule an appointment or visit FCAweb.org to learn more. And on how FCA can help make a difference in your life today. Again, that's 1-888-YOU-BELONG to schedule an appointment or visit FCAweb.org for more information. And see what sets FCA apart from conventional therapeutic providers. We also have some information. FCA teamed up with Danbury Volunteer Fire Department and I-95, and every Friday night after Thanksgiving at 5 Below near the mall, they're collecting a toy, doing this toy drive. We want to get toys in the hands of kids this Christmas. They are also doing this same night at Walmart, Friday nights, at the Walmart in Danbury. So if you can help out, please do.
Convenient locations. Go check them out.
You missed them. We missed them. They are missed headlines with Ethan, Lou, and Large Dave on I-95. Story one.
All right, buddy. We've heard all about fentanyl in humans over the past 5 years. How about animals? So several researchers at Texas A&M University are peeling back the layers after they found the drug in bottleneck dolphins in the Gulf of Mexico.
Oh, Florida, you say?
Yeah, while conducting a routine boating survey in September 2020, university researchers came across a dead dolphin floating in the water. They took the dolphin back to the research lab. Then about 2 years later, they started carving up this thing for the blubber analysis and came across fentanyl instead. Huh.
Okay.
Wow. It's everywhere.
What are we doing?
100 times. And I just saw something the other day that there's a new drug that's supposedly 40 times the strength of fentanyl.
Well, that's not okay.
Right?
Fentanyl has to be wiped out, period. Just eliminated.
Yep. But it's in the dolphins. It's in the dolphins in Redfish Bay and Laguna Madre in Texas, Lou, and the Mississippi Sound.
And didn't they launch this out of Corpus Christi?
Corpus Christi, yeah.
Florida?
Dozens of dolphins were tested after this initial dolphin blubber was tested. In all 6 of the dead dolphins these guys found in the past 2 years, fentanyl is everywhere.
This is a real big ass animal Friday. Like,
wow.
We've had so many animal stories today.
But keep them coming.
It's
right?
not like I did this on purpose. This is just what's out there today. It's all animals.
Big animal day.
Yeah.
All right, let's see if story 2 is animals.
Story 2.
Not so much, but you're going to like it.
Okay.
From the New York Post, horrified social media users put a young TikToker on blast after she shared a disturbing video dancing next to her much older boyfriend in a hospital bed while boasting about getting an inheritance.
Oh, boy.
The video started with Brownin Aurora, age 22, in black jeans and a tan halter top, dancing to the caption, "Guys, I got on the will. Should I pull the plug?"
Oh, boy.
As she frolicked inches away from where her decades-older boyfriend laid in a hospital bed surrounded by medical devices. Now, she's 22, from what I could tell. I don't know if it's his age is in here, but he looks to be in his mid-70s.
Oh, God bless him.
Another clip posted by the Toronto-based model in the same hospital room showed her kneeling over and kissing her elderly boyfriend's hand before jumping up and dancing to Odetari's song Keep Up, with lyrics that state, "Keep up, I'm too fast, I'm too fast. Push my foot on the pedal, then I'm gone. Gone, gone, gone."
Huh.
Aurora's viral TikTok video, which some believe was a joke, has been viewed by over 481,000 people on social media, and a wide range of criticism has come through for the content creator, who's got over 1.2 million followers. One person said, quote, "Love your care for humanity." Another said, "You're dancing like he has one hell of a life insurance policy."
Oh, God. Sugar daddies.
And another said, "I hope he gives everything to his kids."
That's the ultimate thing right there.
Yeah, we're going to hell.
Right out of the will. Yeah, we're going.
Or this is hell.
Yeah,
Story 3.
We live it every day.
And finally, this is a sort of a quick one. Marissa Tomei went viral for posting a photo of herself on her 60th birthday.
Haven't seen her recently.
She looks great. That's why it went viral.
Yeah.
She wasn't like nude or anything. She just had on a nice dress and she had her legs crossed, very leggy.
Tastefully.
Big leg show, which I dig.
Yeah.
And she looks phenomenal. Dude, 60-year-old, back in the day when we were kids, a 60-year-old woman was an old lady.
Oh, yeah.
With varicose veins,
Yep.
terrible hair,
Yep.
probably a mustache,
Yep.
a mole on her face. Women are doing amazing things and staying way hot, way older.
It's that collagen, man.
I don't know.
It's that collagen implants they're getting.
I don't know about that. There's regular ass women walking around at 60 now that are,
Well,
you know.
I'm 55, okay?
Right.
I feel like I haven't changed. My look hasn't changed in maybe 10, 15 years.
Well, except for the fact that you dropped an entire human.
I've dropped, 200 pounds, but I mean, like, overall, I still feel like I look better than most of the 55-year-olds that I hang around with.
Oh, sure.
Right? And I don't know what the hell it is that I'm doing besides my life of inactivity to maintain my look at this point.
Yeah.
But yeah, I've seen a lot of, women my age who still look like it's 92, man.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. In a general sense, like you see those videos like back in the day, we
look like B. Arthur.
Yeah, and kids like in high school they had mustache. They look like grown-ass adults.
Yeah.
People are aging way, way better these days.
Yeah, it's all the preservatives we're probably eating.
I don't know.
Or those forever plastics that are keeping us wrinkle-free.
Let's give it up for Marissa Tomei. And
Good for her.
We'll do that with a little Seinfeld moment.
Marissa Tomei's sitting home, Elaine. Why don't you tell me that Katie was friends with Marissa Tomei?
Oh, I don't know what I was thinking.
So she said that she could have fixed me up with her.
What do you mean could have?
Well, if I wasn't engaged.
Oh.
Could have fixed me up with Marissa Tomei. She said I was just her type.
Really?
Yeah. Do you know the odds of me being anyone's type? I have never been anyone's type. But apparently, this Marissa Tomei loves funny, quirky, bold men.
She won an Academy Award.
Like, I don't know that. My cousin Vinny, I love that. George Costanza, could be on a date with an Oscar winner. An Oscar winner, Jerry. Do you know what that's like? It's like if 50 years ago somebody fixed me up with Katharine Hepburn. Same thing.
Now there's a match, you and Katharine Hepburn.
I mean, you've seen her, right?
Katharine Hepburn? Oh, yeah.
Marissa Tomei! She's beautiful, right? She's just my type. The dark hair, the full lips.
You like full lips?
Oh, I love full lips. Something you can really put the lipstick on.
Too bad you're engaged.
On the home of rock and roll, I-95 is the morning show. Ethan, Lou, and Large Dave in.
Yeah, if you're thinking of adding some stone to your home or updating your kitchen cabinets, G&R Fabrication, they're here to help. They're premier granite suppliers right here in Danbury. They do handcrafted countertops, kitchen cabinets, ceramic, tile, and a whole lot more. They got over 30 years of experience. They'll help bring your dream project to life with installation done in as little as 3 business days. Call Gino and Lolly, servicing residential and commercial clients alike. 2 showrooms, one at 128 Federal Road in Danbury, right across the street from Stu Leonard's. The other at 87 Mill Plain Road, where they have over 1,000 slabs of quartz and granite in stock. G&R Fabrication. Online, gnrfabrication.com, 203-313-0764. gnrfabrication.com. We want to save some time here because coming up we have a 2-part interview with a hilarious stand-up comedian. Her name is Rachel Feinstein. Maybe not a household name, but absolutely so funny. She had 2 big specials. One this past summer called Big Guy on Netflix. So that was a big deal for her. And prior to that, a Comedy Central special called Only Whores Wear Purple.
Very true.
Yeah, it is true. Last Comic Standing, she was on there. She was on Inside Amy Schumer and another one of those Amazon Prime series she acted on. So really funny, talented lady. We'll speak to Rachel Feinstein in just a few minutes.
Let's see what Kelly Quinn has got going on, and she's wearing purple this morning. Hey, Kelly. It is the home of rock and roll, I-95. It is the morning show. Ethan, Lou, and Large Dave with you. Hey, Resorts World Hudson Valley is the only place to win a brand new Toyota this month. They're giving away one on Saturday night, December 28th at 10 p.m. with hundreds of the newest and hottest slots and electronic table games. Play and win to earn entries. Visit them today. Get in on the action. Resorts World Hudson Valley in Newburgh, New York. Winning is closer than you think. If you have a gambling problem, call 877-8-OPEN-Y or text OPEN-Y. You must be 18 or over to gamble.
I can't handle intimacy. Like, I have to make a joke immediately after sex. My husband will get annoyed because I'm obsessed with those old movies from the 1950s. So the moment sex is done, I like to be like, well, I don't understand what that all had to do with helping the children. Why, golly, you said if we did all those humiliating things that it would help the war effort. I suppose that was a lie, too. Come to think of it, Wally, I didn't need to bring my friend Connie over either, did I? She was piping mad in church the next day about what we did.
She's coming to the New York Comedy Club in Stamford, Connecticut, that is, for 2 shows in one night, Friday, December 20th. You know her from Last Comic Standing, the Amazon series Red Oaks, and multiple appearances on the show Inside Amy Schumer. We are joined by the hilarious stand-up comic Rachel Feinstein. Hey, Rachel.
Hey, Rachel.
Hi, guys. How are you?
We're doing great. Great to talk to you.
I missed you.
I knew it. I knew it.
That was such a jarring thing to say. I apologize. It was a looming threat to that.
Well, we started it off the air. Dave gave you the deep voice. Do what you did.
We were waiting for you.
Yeah, so gross.
Yeah, no, you're right. That was chilling. That is what happened. And I took on your menacing personality. But the bottom line is, I'm going to be having a fun-loving time in Connecticut. Everybody,
yeah,
get your Jaeger, New York Comedy Club in Connecticut. Be off the chain.
So you were on Last Comic Standing. I think the public assumes that's where people start their comedy career, but in 90% of the cases, that's just not the truth. I'm assuming you were already a working comic before that?
Yeah, I mean, I was opening on the road. I mean, I've definitely played nicer places after Last Comic Standing. I mean, I think before that, yeah, I played in like a barn, like I stayed at a laundromat, I believe, for a while. I've repressed some of these memories, but yeah, it was like a show called like Suds and Laughs. There was like no ring to it. It was just like, hey, people are going to be quietly doing their laundry, and not a lot, by the way. It wasn't really a bustling laundromat. Maybe like 6 people, and then just me with a mic stand, just bothering them.
Are you slobs not entertained?
I mean, can you imagine? That was my only opportunity, though, was just to actively bother people and be really jarring and intrusive. It was like I was in sales, but with stand-up. I would just follow people around the laundromat and just try to close quickly.
I went for the audition for Last Comic Standing years ago at Caroline's, and I'm looking around in the line, and I'm seeing established comedians everywhere, some who had specials, and I'm thinking, this is bizarro world. How was your experience? Did you audition, or did you get a call from your agent, or what?
I did it. I think I tried to do Last Comic Standing like 3 times. So I think the first 2 times maybe I just stood in line. I don't remember all of it, but I know that they kicked me right out, and I just did a lot of street weeping afterwards. I just took a long weeping walk after, and then it was like the 3rd time or something I auditioned. By that time, I think I could get an appointment, and then I did make it to the top 10, and that's what helped me to quit my day job. So even though I was on the road and featuring and opening, I was staying at hotels where, it wasn't good, I'll tell you that. Like, I was staying in actively gangrenous places. I'm surprised I didn't pick up a cocktail of diseases from the hotels I was staying at. But yeah, Last Comic helped me quit the day job, and then I got my first, half-hour special shortly after that. I think my first hour came the year after. But it was a long road of, a lot of humiliation. I mean, I've had things thrown at me, notes to tell me to go back to the kitchen. Oh. Somebody made a note. They just stopped and they wrote a little note at their desk and hurled it at me.
There's some special people out in this country. Yeah. Some real special people. What was the day job?
I had a lot of day jobs. Well, I was a bartender for a while and a waitress, and I had nanny for many years. And I was fired from a lot of places, too. One in under 4 hours, somebody told me. And they always made the right choice. Whenever I was fired, they did right by their business. They made the absolute correct choice to get me out of the building, and briskly, too.
We're going to put a pause on things right there, and we'll come back with our very special guest. She's a comedian coming to the New York Comedy Club in Stamford, Connecticut. Going to do 2 shows in one night, Friday, December 20th. We'll return with our special guest, Rachel Feinstein, in minutes.
Good old ZZ Top on the home of rock and roll, I-95. It's the morning show, Ethan, Lou, and Large Dave with you. We got this contest going on called Christmas Magic with TSO, the Trans-Siberian Orchestra. What this company has called together is 2 tickets to the show, round-trip airfare, 3 nights in a hotel, $1,000 in spending cash to go see the Trans-Siberian Orchestra in St. Paul, Minnesota on Saturday, December 21st. So enter this code at i95rock.com or use the app, Jingle, Jingle. You could be going to go see TSO in St. Paul, Minnesota in just 2 weeks.
This is my life now that I'm a fire wife. That's not a term. They've told me to stop saying that. Badge banger. I prefer that. Thank you. I identify as a badge banger. I have to go to these like FDNY, like Staten Island dances. All the women are named Gina. There's just like a sea of Ginas. Just rows of grease racks, and The men all communicate the same way. It's very like wholesome and like Catholic, and they always ask about each other's mothers, but they always just sound too jacked up, just these thick-fingered, traumatized men greeting each other. It's terrifying. Like, how's it going? Everybody's good? Things are good? Huh? Everybody's safe? It's always about safety. I'm like, is there a looming threat that I'm not aware of? Like, how's it going? How's the family? Beautiful thing right there. End of the day, it's about family. I'm like, are we about to get off on The Sopranos?
We're back for part 2 of our conversation with our special guest. She's a stand-up comedian coming to the New York Comedy Club in Stamford, Connecticut, Friday, December 20th. 2 shows. We are joined by comedian Rachel Feinstein. Your husband's a firefighter. How noble of you to marry one of the regulars.
Oh, right. You should see him when he's drunk.
What's his deal?
When he's screaming about the founding fathers and then punches a microwave when he comes home. Well, my husband, he's a chief now, so he's settled down. You got to get them when they're just getting a little older. They don't have as much energy to run around on a beach in Coney Island, screaming about Jordan Peterson. It's much better now.
Does he have a mustache?
He does. He has one that infuriates me right now. He looks like a Scotland Yard detective.
Oh, God.
And he just goes around and brushes his mustache. And by the way, he's taken to eating sardines. Everybody just cool your erections at home. I know this is a really sexy story, but he eats sardines and then they get in a mustache and then he combs his mustache just because he knows it actively disgusts me.
Oh, my God.
I know, it's not good, I'll tell you that. But yeah, they all get mustaches, and then at the firehouse, they call it, he'll be like, oh, yeah, well, it's Movember or whatever, a few months ago. I'm like, but you're not doing anything for Movember. You just get a mustache. That's not how it works. I think you have to, send money someplace. You just can't get an actively gangrenous mustache to haunt your wife and be like, hey, the children, huh?
You have to be a first responder to pull off those handlebar mustaches nowadays, because otherwise people just look at you like you're such a creep.
It's true. And by the way, the more I'm disgusted by it, the more he loves it. That's the thing. I will say, this is the thing with firemen. They're a real good hang. You could talk a lot of trash with them. Half my audience is firefighters because they don't care, So it's like, the more that I mock my husband on stage, the more he likes it, He'll be like, oh, yeah, that was awesome, We told him how I lasted 3 minutes the other night. And he was like, yeah. He doesn't even care when he lasts 3 minutes. I'd be like, that was solid. Sorry, babe. I'll get you next time. I'm tired.
Dave and I were listening to some of your first or the last special, not Big Guy, but Only Whores Wear Purple. Great name, by the way.
Thank you. I fought for that because I'm a deep pig, but yeah.
You talked about pics and how they never come when you expect them. What a brilliant concept.
Very jarring. Just some rogue dick in the middle of your day. And then a guy's always glaring at you. There's always this very stern expression when a man sends a dick pic. I'm like, why am I in trouble? You're holding a dumb dick in your messy room.
And they're always so purple and angry. It's never a nice, calm one.
No. By the way, I just realized I could curse. Thank you so much. I've been trying to not to say the entire time. But... yeah, by the way, my grandmother was the one who told me that only whores wear purple. And she used to say, only whores wear purple. Remember that. That was her. That's how she sent me off into the world. She was like, wear sunscreen and only whores wear purple. She also said that only whores carry suitcases. She's like, I'll tell you what they have in there. Oh, yeah, all kinds of things to cover their whoring. She gave me a lot of whore warnings. I was about to get on a Greyhound to New York, and she was like, remember this. I'll tell you how to spot a whore. God rest her soul. It's good, It's good to send me off with that. To this day, I'm always like, whenever I see a purple thing, I'm like, do you really want to put that out into the world today? Do you want to be a godless whore? Get a different cardigan.
Yeah, you become an echo chamber for their thoughts. Hey, congratulations are in order. This year you debuted your first Netflix special, Big Guy, came out in May. That's a big moment for anybody. I'm just curious, are you the kind of person that takes a moment to enjoy that, celebrate? Did you have a party with friends, or are you on to the next?
I didn't have a party or anything just because it's hard to watch myself, and I worked so hard on the edit. Like, I was in the edit room, like, choosing every shot. So it's like, just to watch myself again, I would have caught something and been like, shut up. And then, so it's hard for me to do that, but I did enjoy it. Like, I mean, in terms of just, like, it was a big goal, so it was, like, exciting that I finally got on Netflix. I mean, look, like, I mean, you know, to go from Suds and Last to Netflix is, you got to take it in.
You did a great job, and we're so excited for your success. We appreciate some of your time. We want everybody to go check you out at the New York Comedy Club in Stamford, Connecticut. 2 shows, 1 night, Friday, December 20th. And you can go to the New York Comedy Club website. It's pretty easy to get your tickets. Rachel, thank you so much.
Thank you so much. There's been a lot of first responders at the shows. Like, half my crowd now is firefighters. Like, they say Foyer, F-I-Y-A-F-I-D-A in New York, but it's been like a lot of firefighter families, which is kind of cool just because I talk a lot about that stuff in the special. So if anybody DMs me that is a firefighter in that area, I will make sure to put you on. There's like a special list of discount for any first responders.
Oh, cool.
Excellent.
I'm not a firefighter, but I'm going to be DMing you anyway.
Okay, I'll take it. I need the compliment. My husband cannot compliment. I go, do I look okay? He goes, denim? And I'm like, you can't scream a material at me. It's useless. If not sub in for a compliment, it can't be like a polyester. No. I'll take all your DMs, all right, people? I need it.
Thank you so much, Rachel.
Thank you, Rachel.
Thank you so much, you guys. See you soon.
Have a great day. Thank you.
Missed them. We missed them. They are missed headlines with Ethan, Lou, and Large Dave on I-95. Story one.
Well, the great Bill Murray is friends with actress Kelly Lynch's husband. It's producer Mitch Glazer. Bill was on the New Heights podcast with Travis and Jason Kelsey, and they asked him about a prank call he made to Mitch about Kelly.
And they don't make it fully clear in here right away.
Yeah.
But Kelly Lynch is the love interest of Patrick Swayze in Roadhouse.
Yes, of course.
Yeah. Here we go.
We recently reviewed Roadhouse, the original Patrick Swayze film. There is a legend out there. You used to call the husband of Kelly Lynch anytime a particular scene came on with Patrick Swayze on the television. Is this rumor true?
I did not identify myself, but I just said, hey, as a friend, I think you should probably turn on TBS right now. Because that son of Pat Swayze is slamming it to your wife. Swayze, may he rest in peace, did a lot of wonderful things. A beloved guy, but that was wrong what he did.
Oh,
dude, he's the white whale. We got to get him on this show. I know it's such a long shot, but I'm trying. I've got wheels in motion. I'm digging.
He's Mr. Connecticut, man. His kid's up at UConn. He's playing the Cap.
We'll just capture him in a butterfly net.
Gotta get him.
In fact, if you see Bill Murray, capture him.
Please.
Kidnap him, wrap him in duct tape. We'll figure out the rest later.
We'll take care of all of it.
Exactly.
And make it worth your while.
Yeah.
Story 2.
All right, McDonald's has announced. Lydia texted me this yesterday. I had no idea how big of a deal this is until I read this now. So McDonald's has announced they're bringing back snack wraps next year.
Yeah, I guess.
They've been off the menu at most locations for almost a decade. They debuted in 2006 as a healthier option than the burgers and sandwiches we all know and love. Chicken, lettuce, and cheese and a flour tortilla with different sauce options. I must have had these.
Sure. They made a huge deal out of it at the time. I must have too, but I don't remember.
They got pulled from most McDonald's in 2016 because they weren't selling well. The rest of the McDonald's ditched them in 2020 when they simplified their menu for COVID. McDonald's has said that they'll be back, but sometime in 2025. And the online Mahuska has started over this.
Mahuska. Could use some Mahuska.
Thank you.
I've got a list of some defunct McDonald's menu items. I want to run them at you and see what you think, if you remember them, if you like. Okay?
Hit me.
Let's see. Mighty Wings.
Mighty Wings.
I don't remember that.
I don't. No, wait. Yeah, I think I do.
Okay.
I think I do. They were like Hooters wings, from what I remember. They were big,
honking wings.
Yeah. Hence the name.
Hula Burger.
No.
McSalad Shaker. That I remember. I never had one.
I do remember that. Yeah.
I think that was like the beginning of them trying to introduce healthy items.
Yeah.
The McPizza.
No.
No. Here's one right up Ethan's alley. I don't even know why he says this. Grilled chicken sandwich.
Grilled chicken sandwich?
Yeah, this is right up his alley. He's like, I just want to go to a fast food place and get a grilled chicken sandwich. I said, what is the point?
Yeah.
Why don't you be a grown up? You're going to a fast food place, clog your heart, or go home or go to a deli and get a grilled chicken sandwich.
Wither away with us, Ethan.
I don't know why I got so angry there.
I gotta see. That's what you are.
Chicken McBites. All right. This was a big one. The Arch Deluxe.
I do remember the name.
They threw a lot of marketing behind that Arch Deluxe.
Yeah. The McDLT is the one I remember.
McDLT is on this list.
Is it on there?
Yep.
Okay. That's the one. I used to love the McDLT.
What about this? This can't be real. The McSpaghetti?
Don't remember that one.
Come on, that cannot be real.
McSpaghetti? I'd never remember that one. None. No.
And what about this one? The McLobster.
I do remember that.
I like to eat lobster too.
I do remember the McLobster.
That's psychotic.
That was in Connecticut. It was here.
Who the hell? Who ate that?
No one in Connecticut because we have the good lobster rolls. Gino, by the way, is here from GNR Fabrication.
Oh, you like lobsters?
Pull the microphone
like
over
lobsters?
to your face. You're right behind. It's right behind you. Pull the microphone.
Hey guys, good morning, Dan Barry.
There he is.
Yeah, what's
from
up?
GNR Fabrication.
There he is.
So hey, I know Wendy's did it because I do all the Wendy's. I used to go in their refrigerator. I shouldn't say this on the air, but I'd go in their refrigerator and I'd take all their lobster and just eat it with all my workers.
Likes the lobsters.
I like to eat lobster too.
Okay, you can eat lobster.
I used to order lobsters and shit, and I wouldn't eat that shit. I lick that shit.
That's Gino.
There's Gino.
There you go.
Good to see you here this morning, buddy.
Yeah, man.
Thanks. Hey, by the way, anybody looking to make their wife happy for Christmas, come on down and get a granite top and do your tile over or your kitchen cabinet, something. Lolly will be waiting there for you.
There you go, buddy.
At GNRFabrication.com.
There you go.
Thanks, guys.
Yeah, man.
You got it, buddy. Stick around for story 3. You might like this one.
Okay.
Story 3.
Okay, doctors in China were surprised to discover a parasitic infection, cordyceps, that caused live worms to grow under a woman's right eyelid.
Dude.
They aren't sure how the worms got there, but the woman's cat is one of the main suspects.
Oh, no way. Cats are the worst.
Evil cats, man. The case was recently studied in a new report published by the blah, blah, blah. The 41-year-old woman visited a doctor complaining that it felt like someone was irritating her right eye. Upon examination, the doctor noticed damage to the woman's cornea, prescribed some eye drops, which didn't work. About a month later, the lady went back to the doctor, still complaining about it being itchy and red. And during the examination, the doctor saw the tissue below her right upper eyelid was inflamed. Upon closer look, 4 live white worms underneath her eyelid. Jesus. After applying an anesthetic, they pulled the worms out. Later testing, it was Thalasia calipadia. Well, that's another one.
Sounds like
Jen the
cordyceps,
Zookeeper. Yeah. Oriental eye worms is the new one. That's what we're going to be scared about next, Oriental eye worms.
Yep. Write
All
that
right.
down.
They're coming to Connecticut soon. They cause mild to severe pain and lesions, conjunctivitis, corneal ulcers, and even blindness.
Disgusting.
Wow.
Head in the toilet.
Oriental
Disgusting.
eye worms. You won't get Oriental eye worms at GNR Fabrication. I can tell you that.
You know, I have my eyes are kind of red today. You're scaring me, guys.
Oh.
No, you're good.
Okay.
You're good.
You dipping into my stash a little?
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe.
That's what it is. All right. So we have Jen the Zookeeper coming up.
We do in about 20 minutes, and there's a lot to cover this morning. We sent her the video of that massive python that we saw in Thailand.
Yep.
If you haven't seen it, go to our Instagram at I95Rock. That's just one of the many things we're going to talk about with the Zookeeper this morning.
Let's get wild. This is I-95's animal correspondent, Jen the Zookeeper, with Ethan, Lou, and Large Dave on the home of rock and roll, I-95.
Yes.
What's up, Jen?
Good morning, boys. How we doing on this
fabulous freezing Friday.
Fantastic. You?
Sweating.
I just want you guys to know while you guys are cozy in the studio, it's 28 degrees for us that work outside.
Oh, boy. Well, stay warm. Stay warm.
Brush them dogs.
That's right.
I'm working on it. I might wear them today.
So I refreshed my memory because I forgot all of the materials, the many material items that I sent you this week to cover. The first one was a Florida alligator was spotted swimming with one of the biggest pythons you could imagine in its mouth in Florida. And we started asking the question, Dave and I, back and forth at each other, like, could this battle have gone either way?
You and your battles with your animals.
I love battles.
Yeah. We'd like seeing animals fight.
Absolutely. This is an interesting video. I watched it several times. I was trying to gauge how big that alligator was based on the lily pads that it was swimming through. So it looks to be about a 10-foot, not an adult, I would say. I don't think this is a huge old dinosaur of an alligator, but I do think that he's in his prime. And I do think he nabbed this python that was dead already, because that would have been a fight, as you said. And I can't answer the question who would win between an alligator and a python, Lou, because it all is circumstantial, like you said earlier in the week. It depends on if this was an ambush attack and the alligator caught the python off guard, or if the python was swimming in a scenario and caught the alligator off guard.
One of them catches a lucky fang or something, you know.
Yeah, exactly. It would be an interesting fight, one that I would not want to be around for sure.
Let's stay with the snakes here, because I sent you something last minute this morning, and now this has gone mega, mega viral. The video is everywhere. It's out of Thailand, and it is absurd. They've had flooding there in Thailand, and basically there is this ungodly python swimming in the water on the streets in Thailand. You've seen the video that I sent you, right?
You sent me that video at 5:30 in the morning, and I physically got ill and had to get out of bed because it creeped even Jen the Zookeeper out.
No. Wow. No. That's tough to do.
That was an interesting video. So a little background. India has reached, I think, about a 60% surge with their flooding because their monsoon season is just insane now, with human encroachment going into these rural areas that have these storm drains that are now being flooded out and stopped up. So the streets are being filled with these waters, and anything that might have lived in these sewer drains or deep within the mangroves or the woods are coming out, and through no fault of their own, as we know, because of human encroachment, are getting stuck in the human eye. I don't know what this thing is. It looks like a python. It looks like a reticulated python.
Let me stop you right there. What does that mean?
It looked like a reticulated python because that's where they're from. So the one that was in Florida was a Burmese python, which has been introduced from another place, India as well. And this reticulated python, they're native to India as well. And that's what they said it was. Okay. And I believe it because it looked to be gigantic. If this is a real video, which I'm not saying those snakes don't get that big, that's the longest snake in the world. Reticulated pythons get to be about 30 to 35 feet long. That's as long as a telephone pole.
Yeah.
If anybody hasn't seen it yet, the video is on our Instagram at I95Rock. It's terrifying.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. It looks like it's upside down because it looks like I can see the scoots, the big long scales that are typically on the belly.
Yeah.
And he almost looks like he's stuck. I don't know why his head didn't appear. The person that made the video, he scrolled down, I saw down the street, but we didn't see him surface. So I would like to know a little bit more to make sure that that is accurate and real. Again, not saying it's not saying it is. But I can tell you that what is real is climate change. And when the climate changes and the places flood that aren't supposed to, these animals come out.
Knowledge from Jen the Zookeeper.
Science.
Yeah.
And didn't they say the girth of this sucker was as big as a storm plate?
Yep.
I saw it and thought that can't be the case. Holy cow, that's the case. This thing is gigantic. It's a girthy. Gigantic.
Very girthy. Very girthy.
Very, very
meaty snake.
Let's move on to owls, shall we?
Oh,
yes.
Hated owls.
The snowy owl.
Okay.
Snowy owls are one of my favorite owls. I had the privilege of working with one out in California, and they're very rare in captivity in these wildlife organizations because they're just so rare in the wild. There's no need to have one in captivity. But this one came to us. It was abandoned. Somebody picked it up and brought it into captivity and tried to raise it, and then we got it. So when
you say we got it, you mean here in Connecticut?
No, out in California at the wildlife.
Oh, okay, but that's why we're bringing this up because one appeared in Connecticut. Continue. I'm sorry.
So I am an avid birder, and so snowy owls have a huge place in my heart. And when they come down to Connecticut from the Arctic, which they do every winter, birders flock to the area, no pun intended, and wherever they are, we just sit and watch them. And it's a common occurrence. They come down. Usually it's the juvenile males that come down. They are the ones that have the barred or the spotting across their chest. They're brown and white. And they come down looking for territory or looking for food, and then they head back up in February, March, and April. And they come down to the same areas because they're trying to find an area that looks very much like the tundra to them. So remember, up in the Arctic, there's not a lot of trees. There's that permafrost layer that roots can't penetrate. So snowy owls have no choice but to nest on the ground or in shrubs. And that's what the juvenile males are looking for when they fly down to Connecticut. They look for airports. You'll notice that a lot of them are seen on beaches. Some of them, I think the one that I spotted last year was sitting on the roof of some guy's house. He had no idea what he was doing there, and neither did the guy. And they hang out for a while, and then they go back. The one thing that I'll complain about that article was he let people know where the bird was, and that's a big no-no in the birding community.
Oh.
You don't want to let too many people, you don't want to broadcast that there's an endangered bird, a very highly rare and protected bird, at a specific area. You just want to say, hey, he's in this town, good luck. If you see him, be respectful, because we want to make sure that we're not encroaching even more on these poor birds because they're exhausted. They fly down from these places in the Arctic without eating for weeks. They need a break. And we have seen firsthand people walk right up to the bird thinking that it's friendly, but it's just tired and it can't fly away. And that's how they come into captivity.
Jen, has there ever been exotic bird poaching incidents?
Poaching?
Yeah, well, you're saying that there's this big secret among birders to, keep them kind of in safe sort of thing.
Yeah.
Has there been people that are poaching these things?
I would say that crosses over into the wildlife rehabilitator world that we were speaking about a few months ago. There are some people that, although they're doing it out of the kindness of their own hearts, they say, ooh, this fox, he looks a little malnourished. I think he'd be better off staying at my place for the rest of his life, and they don't release him. Usually that's the case. If it's just a person, just a regular old person who wants to keep an animal as a pet, it happens. And they keep it secret until it's not. A neighbor usually finds out, or they put something on Instagram or TikTok, and it goes from there. So yes, absolutely.
So you've worked with these owls. Let me ask you a very important and serious question.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
How many licks does it take to get to the center of a Tootsie Pop? I mean, the owls know.
She's done the research.
Yeah.
I never reveal an owl's secret.
Oh, damn! See.
Tell you that snowy owl.
Is that bird or code?
Yeah, it's a code of ethics we have. We're bird nerds.
I knew it. God damn it. Got to start going to the Audubon Society.
The snowy owls are actually the heaviest owl. They're not the biggest, but they are chunky birds because they have so many layers of thick insulation with those feathers for where they live. And you should actually Google, I want your listeners to Google pictures of female snowy owls versus male snowy owls. The males are pure white as adults, and they are absolutely stunning. The females are the ones as adults that have the brown and white colors because they have to blend in to the ground where they have their nest.
I'll tell you, if it gets cold enough, I like a chunky bird.
I knew you would, Lou. I knew you would.
My colors haven't changed since I lost weight. My stretch marks are kind of like, my stretch marks are a little less pronounced.
Next time I'm in the studio, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to think of what animal you two most remind me of.
Oh, I like that. That's fun.
For sure. And maybe next time I'll come in and I'll sit down with you guys and we can take some calls and answer any questions that your listeners have about wildlife.
That would be so much fun. Thank you so much for doing this. You are an amazing talent, and we appreciate your time. We know how busy you are.
You got it, guys. Thank you, as always, for helping me to educate the public so we can get real information out there. And have a wonderful Friday and keep it wild.
Thank you.
Thanks, Jen. The Guess Who on the home of rock and roll, I-95. It's the morning show.
Well, every night and day, if I can help it, we're gonna lay around the shanty bar.